start again. It's a rich thing.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to give you a little bit of an update video in relation to one of the players that has been out for so long due to injury, and his name is Coby White. In the end, we have not seen Coby White in training camp, preseason, or the regular season. However, there have been updates in relation to Coby White that are very positive, and he could be coming back very soon. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show. Turn notifications on and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the potential return of Coby White and where does he fit in with this team. I have made a few videos in relation to Coby White, but this is an update video, so it's not going to be too long. It's just me providing you the update about Coby White. As of this point, if you didn't watch the Philadelphia 76ers game, where we did unfortunately lose that game, there were some talks about Coby White and his potential return coming closer, which is the positive update that he is coming closer towards his potential return, and he's now able to take shots, which is something that is going to be a necessity obviously going forward, because he is someone that we expect to be a good shot maker for the Chicago Bulls and someone that can help with the bench scoring in relation to how this bench can play, how this bench has the ability to score, and someone that can just make their own shot in general. We're kind of putting a lot of pressure and a lot of weight on what Coby White can do and how much he can perform as a Bull at the moment, and of course coming off of the bench as well. So with that being said, his ability to now be able to take shots with both hands is very, very good in my opinion, and that's the positive update. And something else that I wanted to talk about in relation to Coby White, if you didn't watch the interview or you didn't watch the halftime show for the Chicago Bulls against that Philadelphia 76ers game, something that really impressed me about this situation is that Coby White, while he was not really being able to take shots up with his right hand, was trying to practice finishing around the ring with his left, which could be a very dynamic way now for Coby White to try and get some scoring opportunities for the Chicago Bulls when it comes to cutting to the basket, because in my opinion, Coby White is very good when he is running downhill and trying to get some easy buckets in the paint. I think that's where we see the best of Coby White. Obviously, he can make threes, great. Mid-range, great. And his pick and roll in terms of trying to shoot, it's very good. All the way around, he's a good scorer on any team, and especially, hopefully, for this team as well. But adding another dimension to his game, while hopefully maintaining the dimensions that he's had throughout the course of the season last year, 2 years ago, it's really, really good to see. I can't wait to see if Coby White can consistently finish around the rim with his left hand. That's going to be a fantastic sight to see, and I'm really looking forward if Coby White can do that on a regular basis for the Chicago Bulls. Now, another update in relation to Coby White. From my understanding, he is not taking part in full scrimmages yet. That was obviously a few days ago against Philadelphia that we heard that as well. All of this is, by the way, coming from that Philadelphia game. And he hasn't been able to participate in full contact and full scrimmages as of yet. So we're still waiting to see when that piece of news can come in. And maybe by the time this video comes out, we do see Coby White participating in full scrimmages, getting full contact in, and trying to get the vibe of what a game could be like once he gets to return on the team. And yeah, so we are close to seeing Coby White return, but there's still in many ways some ways to go before we get to see full progression from Coby White until he's actually active on this team and he's ready to play. So yeah, that's another thing that we do need to keep in mind when in relation to Coby White. He has not been taking part in full scrimmages yet and contacts yet, but in a matter of days, a matter of hours, maybe it's already happened. That is something that can definitely change. And one other thing that I want to talk about, again, it's a relatively shorter video, but when it comes to Coby White, there is a lot of pressure that's going to be put on Coby White straight away. We've already saw the fan base, a lot of the fan base kind of turn on Coby White, and we have a lot of our fan base that are going to choose to stick loyal to Coby White. Now, whatever side you're on, I think it's fair to say that we need to see Coby White play for this team before we make any drastic decisions. I don't want to trade Coby White before he returns to this team, because maybe he is the answer that we're looking for off of the bench. Maybe he is someone that we can truly see as valuable all season, next season, and maybe we can keep him in the future if that's going to be the case. So the pressure is on for Coby White, and he's going to come in and he's going to have to perform from the very start. And it's an unfair situation to put yourself in if you're a Bulls fan trying to watch Coby White, because I think in most other instances, especially with a shoulder injury, it's not going to happen straight away for Coby White. And that's the message that I'm here to deliver as well. With the update potentially 2-3 weeks away from seeing Coby White perform in a Chicago Bulls jersey. 2 or 3 weeks away, we get to see Coby White return. And the pressure's going to be on from the very beginning. I guess the message is to be very patient when it comes to Coby White. It's a very long season ahead of us. Even 2-3 weeks away is still very early on in the season. And when it comes to Coby White, he might not get it straight away. He might not be up to the NBA level straight away. He might not be up to making great shots every game consistently all game for the season. It's going to take time, and that's something that I'm here to promote to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. It will take time to see Coby White perform at his best, and I'm just really excited to see what he has added to his game. Even with this injury, it still looks like he's been working on other avenues of his game. His left-hand finishing is one of the key components that they talked about, but I'm sure there are more that we could definitely see out of Coby White. So that's what I'm looking forward to, ladies and gentlemen, when we see Coby White. I'm not expecting the world from him straight away. I know how hard it is to come back from injuries, and we've seen it with a bunch of players. Some players don't come back from injuries as good as they were when they left. It does take time, it does take adjustments, and especially with a brand new team, we might not see Coby White kicks right off and just score unlimited amount of points for this team until we win so many games. It might not be that easy for him. So that's the message that I have. It's going to take time. It's going to be a patience issue. And I know patience is running thin on Coby White for a lot of people. And I guess that's just a decision many people are going to have to make within themselves, if they have the patience or not for Coby White. I definitely have the time for Coby White. I have the patience for Coby White, and I want to see him succeed. And I know for him to succeed, there will be games where he does fail. There will be games where he does not succeed. There will be games where he does not deliver what we expect from him. The bench scoring, it might still be an issue when Coby White returns. And that's the reality that we have to face. One player might not fix everything that we desire out of that bench or even the starting lineup at times. It's just the way that the cookie crumbles. It's just the way that it goes. But I do think patience is going to be a fantastic key to how we see Coby White succeed this season. And if not, he does succeed this season. And I guess we have the trade deadline to make a decision on Coby White. Maybe next season we can make that decision on Coby White. But all in all, the positive signs for Coby White is there. He is very close to returning now. It's only a matter of weeks away. And I'm very excited to see, with him on this bench, how could this team play? Is it going to be different? Is it going to be better? We have all those answers coming up shortly, ladies and gentlemen. So keep your eyes and ears open, and let's get excited for more Chicago Bulls games. We've got a few hours away against Philadelphia at the United Center, and hopefully we can have a strong comeback from our recent loss to them. Hopefully we can pick up a win in the United Center. Let's see what the Chicago Bulls can do, and also let's see what Coby White can do once he returns. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and whether or not you think Coby White will make this team better or worse. Take care and peace. Now, another update in relation to Coby White. From my understanding, he is not taking part in full scrimmages yet. That was obviously a few days ago against Philadelphia that we heard that as well. All of this is, by the way, coming from that Philadelphia game. And he hasn't been able to participate in full contact and full scrimmages as of yet. So we're still waiting to see when that piece of news can come in. And maybe by the time this video comes out, we do see Coby White participating in full scrimmages, getting full contact in, and trying to get the vibe of what a game could be like once he gets to return on the team. And yeah, so we are close to seeing Coby White return, but there's still in many ways some ways to go before we get to see full progression from Coby White until he's actually active on this team and he's ready to play. So yeah, that's another thing that we do need to keep in mind when in relation to Coby White. He has not been taking part of full scrimmages yet and contacts yet, but in a matter of days, in a matter of hours, maybe it's already happened. That is something that can definitely change.